In the last video, we talked about credit cards and how to use them judiciously for effective personal financial management. But using credit cards goes hand in hand with an inevitable trailing question of credit scores. What is a credit score? There is a stark lack of literacy when it comes to credit scores. In fact, a lot of people are so unaware about the concept that they only come face to face with it when they try to make a huge purchase, take out a loan, or buy a house. A credit score is essentially a 3-digit number. This number decides if a person is worthy of getting any line of credit, mortgage, or a credit card for that matter, and the interest rate at which they will get the said credit. One look at the credit score and the lenders or financial institutions will have a complete picture of the kind of credit taker you are and what the credit risk you pose is. The riskier you seem to the lender, the lower your chances of getting credit are. And even if you do manage to get approval for the credit, it may cost you more or less depending on how high or low your credit scores are. Every individual has their own credit score. If you look into co-sign a loan, then both the co-signers' scores will be looked into before the interest rate is decided on. The scores generally range from 300 to 850. The higher your scores, the better the terms of credit would be. Your credit score is calculated via a scoring system that takes into account several aspects of your finances. Out of hundreds of scoring systems that exist in the world today, two majorly known credit scoring systems across the globe are FICO and VantageScore. The more well-embraced one of the two is FICO, and it is used by the three principal credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. A credit score is an evaluation of your credit risk at any given point in time and helps lenders and financial institutions determine if or not you're worth loaning a line of credit. As different bureaus churn information differently, FICO generates a single bureau-specific score for each one of the three credit bureaus, using information only from their bureau. Hence, it is not one score that comes out, but three separate scores. Whereas, VantageScore is a single tri-bureau score and generates a score by combining information from all the three credit bureaus. The table on your screen shows a general categorization of how FICO and VantageScore credit scores could be ranked. Regardless of the brand of the scoring system, the ingredients that go into a credit score are similar. Credit scores are ultimately calculated by the same set of 5 factors which could make your credit score rise or fall. Number 1 is payment history. This is a record of how timely you have been paying back your credit debts. The more on time you are in paying back, the better your credit score has the chance of getting. The later your payments or dues get, the worse your credit score could get. Number 2 is amount owed. This is the analysis of how much in debt you are and if you can or cannot manage to pay back what you owe the lenders. High outstanding balances or being maxed out on your credit cards can significantly affect your credit scores in a negative way. Number 3 is type of credit in use. This includes the different types of credit you have taken so far. Credit cards, retail accounts, installment loans, mortgages, etc. are all part of that mix. What is essentially being tracked through this is what different types of credit you have and how well you use and manage them. Number 4 is new credit. This is the indication of any new debt you wish to take or have. If you do not have a long history of taking credit, opening up different credit accounts could be a risky business. Every time you apply for a new line of credit, the application is considered as an inquiry, or in a more jargonic sense, a hard hit. Multiple hard hits would affect your credit score negatively. Number 5, and the final factor, is the length of credit history. This simply refers to how far back your credit taking goes. It is a direct indicator of you being a responsible credit taker or the lack thereof. Your repayment could be tracked over the period of your history, which would help lenders make up their minds about lending you more credit. A good credit score is one of the most important things in terms of getting the desired line of credit. Surprisingly enough, not many people are aware about their credit scores or even the most basic of things related to them. Roughly, only 60% of the people know what their credit scores are. And around 44% adult Americans haven't viewed their credit scores in the last 12 months. 9.68% of the US adult population is credit invisible, meaning they have no credit history of any kind. As of 2021, the average FICO score is 716. The average credit score rose by a total of 5 points as compared to the previous year. 22% of Americans have no FICO scores, and only a whopping 1.6% of them have a perfect FICO score of 850. A FICO score of 670 or more is considered a good credit score. According to an article published in CNBC, which was based on the findings of early 2020, the average credit score for men and women was at a tight score of 705. Credit management is the most essential part of effective personal financial management. A bad credit score could haunt you forever, but on the other hand, a good credit score can help you save a lot of money. A higher score could ensure better interest rates, which would mean paying less. Wisely managing credit helps you get higher credit scores, and high credit scores mean you will get better terms for the line of credit you desire and better opportunities in terms of mortgages or loans. Paying bills on time and the judicious use of credit is as good as getting extra dollars. So now you know how important credit scores are. Go ahead and use your credit cards wisely and master personal finance management like you were always meant to.